If you ever failed at budget, I want you to know it's not your fault. Most of the people fail at budgeting. The traditional budgeting method is designed to rely heavily on your willpower and extremely accurate information. In real life, it just stresses you out even more, and at the end of the day, you are still broke because it doesn't help you change your habits. I have been there on this journey. I tried spreadsheets, I tried cash envelopes, I even used apps. It just stressed me out, didn't create much of a change. At the end of the day, I was still broke. Plus, all the time, efforts, and all the expensive subscriptions that have gone to waste. Then, like a light bulb, I came across automated investing and behavioral finance. Combining these two, I was able to create very simple changes and implement them in my daily life. And things started to change for the better. I quickly discovered I was on my way to financial freedom without too much of monitoring and a relaxed mindset. No stress. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the simple journey that can get you started with few simple steps. Let's get started. I'm going to repeat this. You're not alone if you think you're failing at budgeting. Most of the people fail there. The traditional budgeting requires a lot of restrictions and a tremendous amount of willpower. It's just not natural. What happens is the whole effect has nothing to do with money. It's completely neurological. Money stresses out people. And then to have these additional restrictions of budget, can I afford this? Can I buy this? The guilt, saying no, it increases our stress. Our brain releases cortisol. And then we go into survival mode. Strict budgeting causes so much decision fatigue to us. We are constantly trying to fight in our brain. We are the bad guys in the family. And you know then what happens? Our willpower is just like a phone's battery. It starts draining, saying no to the vacation budget. Can I buy this? No. You become the no person. Just no one in the family likes you. And when this happens, it's a very tough time. It starts draining you. I was just trying to remember those moments that I had. I would start the budgeting and then in few months it would completely drain me out. I would give up. And then after a few months I would start the process again. It was really painful until one day I found a breakthrough. Finally, there was a better way, a easier way. That's what we are going to talk about now. My breakthrough came with two things. First, behavioral finance. And number two, the book Automatic Millionaire. I learned that I don't need to focus on my habits. Instead, I need to build a system that works with my habits. I stopped focusing on every dollar spent, tracking it, making spreadsheets. Instead, I focused on automating the big picture. First, we need to create a foundation. These two systems was the fundamental first step. And we are going to talk about that more in the next section. But if you're finding value in this video so far, I would really appreciate a like and a subscribe, so that it will encourage me to make more videos and this video goes to more people. Now let's get back to it. I set up based on this. Whenever my paycheck comes in, it goes into this one account. I call it the income account. I use Capital One for that. And then at the beginning of each month, I transferred only a fixed amount into my spending account or expense account. I moved it to a different bank. Why? Because out of sight, out of mind. You only have this much money to spend. And then everything under the sun, I only paid from this account. That's it. Very simple system. Now this seems very simple and stupid actually, but it actually works. Why? You see, every month when you transfer a fixed amount and you pay everything from here, do you know what happens towards the end of the month? You know exactly how much you spend. Now, what do you do after that? First thing is you need to protect yourself. Imagine this. You are doing this system. You are thinking of your bigger dreams. Great. You have your retirement and you might be even investing right now towards your retirement, which is great. But things like you lose a job, you have a car breakdown, you need something in the house done and it's far more than what you estimated. Where is that money gonna come from? What do people do normally? They rate their investments. They keep on interrupting this investing process. Oh, I need money for this. Let me stop the retirement. Oh, I need money for this. Let me raid my retirement, pay down payment for my house. Everybody has a different scenario. You don't need to copy anyone else. If you have the money, great, start putting it in first. But don't start investing right away especially when you don't have emergency funds. See, here's the bottom line. This system works. Why? Because I personally used it over the years. It's not just I did this for 1 year, I did this for 2 years. No, I've been doing this for more than 20 years now. I stumbled in the first 2-3 months, and you're gonna do exactly that. After the third month, you start seeing the numbers, you start understanding much better. You will be surprised how much money you have lying around or where the money is actually going, and then you start correcting it. And in the 4th and the 5th month, literally magic. You start seeing actual savings happening. You are gonna work towards that, but it's gonna become your habit, your second nature. And then by the 7th or the 8th month, you're gonna get even better. Your cash flow is gonna literally jump 2x, 3x, or even 4x. And then what do? That's the part where you start the investing process. But hold on, first work on the system. And then the second thing is make sure you don't invest just anywhere. There is a smart way and there is a dumb way to invest. And that's why I encourage you to check out my other video when you get a chance to further think about how to invest in the right way. But until then, keep at this system, and I'll see you on the other side.